All right, people. So today we are looking at filling in our two-column notes. So this can help you out as we take care of our study guide. The big thing here, remember with your two-column notes, is that you will be filling in information only where the lines are at. We want to leave everything on this left-hand side where the questions are at. Because the idea is to fold your paper so that you hide the answers. So again, you know how you're getting started.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yes, we do. We got plenty of time for this. So, order of operations. The main thing is what's the first thing you're looking for? You're looking for? That's right. We're looking for parentheses. And feel free to, like I said, answer the questions to yourself as we're going through this. Because again, it gives you an idea of where you're at on it there. After parentheses, we're looking for, our good friend exponents. After exponents, well, there's a T and that is an S there. After exponents, we're looking for any sort of multiplication or division. And remember, that's based off of left to right. And the last are the two people that are left over, which is any sort of addition or subtraction. And remember, with these two, it is from left to right. Not always multiplication first, not always addition first. It just kind of depends. All right, so big thing here is understanding our directions. Yes. Rewrite using the fewest amount of symbols. What you'll see here, directions-wise, is you'll also see the phrase simplify. So you want to be aware of that. All right, so what are the three things that we've got to watch for when we are simplifying? Well, the first thing is you do multiply your numbers. Keep that in mind. So we will be multiplying the 2 times the 5 times the 3. All right. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 3 is, so we do get 30. The second thing that we are watching for is no multiplication symbols. All right. So when we do multiply numbers with letters and letters with letters, what do? We put them right up against each other. So 30x and then y. Remember, you could say yx, but typically what we do is we put them in alphabetical order. The third thing that we are watching for here is, did your number come first? And when I look at this, I do have the 30 that's out in front, so I have a correct answer that's there. Rewrite using the greatest amount of symbols and numbers. The big thing here is we're going to use the phrase expand. All right. So the first thing that we are watching for when we expand is you do have to break down the number. All right. Break down the numbers. What we mean by that there is, well, get ready to use a factor tree if you would like. So this is where we take our 42 and what two numbers multiply to 42? 7 and 6 certainly work. 7 is prime, so we shut it down, but the 6 can break down with the 2 and the 3. Those are prime numbers, so we are done. Some of you can just break it down in your head. This is fine. We're not going to have gigantic numbers for you. So if you can do that, wonderful. Just make sure you break everything down all the way. Just don't stop at 7 times 6. So breaking down your numbers look like 2 times 3 times 7. And you can check. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. There we go. And here you will use your multiplication symbols. So 2 times 3 times 7 times A times B. And again, what we're doing is we're telling what's really going on here. In fact, it is multiplication. Opposites, simplify and expanding, those are opposite sections of each other. All right, so use GCF and rewrite using the distributive property. The big phrase you're going to see here is factor. So factor does mean take out the greatest common factor and rewrite using the distributive property. So the main thing here is find what's in common. Find out what is in common there. So when we look at the 8x and the 20y, no letters are in common, but we do have a greatest common factor. Who's the biggest number that fits into 8 and into 20? That would be our good friend, the 4. So we put your 4 down, we open up our parentheses. 4 times what is 8x? 4 times 2 is 8. Yeah, so 4 times 2x is 8x. Put your plus sign down because there is a plus sign there. And then again, 4 times what is 20y? Well, 4 times 5 is 20. And yep, we need our y to come along for the ride. We can notice here no one fits into 2 and no one fits into 5. So you are done. Oh, no. There's more. Don't feel disappointed about this. Here, who's in common? Well, no one fits into a 3 and a 10. So there's not a greatest common factor from a number standpoint, but you do have an x that's in common. So x times what is 3x? Well, x times 3. And then x times what is 10x? Well, x times 10. So we can leave it just like that. Remember, for your distributive property, a number up against parentheses does mean to multiply. So that's what we do want to keep in mind here. We are going to multiply, but you got to multiply it to everyone. All right. So 3 times 2x, 6x. 3 times 4y, 12y. This is where we typically draw the arrows in. So as a little bit of a reminder there, you started with this. A lot of times we draw the arrow. If that helps you out, wonderful. The next section gets into our words that we've been using. This is not the grand list of absolutely everything. Your study guide is going to be more of a, hey, what do you remember off them? You can obviously go back into your notes to revisit some of the friends that we've met over the time. The big thing here is all of these words, quotient, sum, difference, product, are boxed in words, which means the word and makes an appearance and the word and gets replaced with the sign. It also means that it's going to be the answer to a particular problem, which means get ready to use, get ready for parentheses. It's not going to happen every single time, but it's got to be on your mind there. So quotient means it's answer to a, in this case, it's a division problem. Sum, answer, and we use little quotation marks here to mean we're bringing it straight down. Answer to a addition problem. Difference, answer to a subtraction problem. Product, answer to a multiplication problem. All right, and then quantity. Quantity isn't answer to a. All quantity means is get ready to use, yes, parentheses. So that's why quantity hangs out with these other 4, because a lot of times they involve using parentheses as well. The last thing there is less than, more than. We're not really about the more than, and I think yours might be cut off on your paper because of the hole punch. It might be. We're worried more about just the phrase less than. Less than, yes, it means to subtract, but more importantly, it means to, switch the order. All right, so switch the order, flip, whatever you would like to say there. The big thing is as you go through your study guide, find where the weaker sections are at. So this way you know which sections they match up with, whether you should listen to the video again or whether you need to spend some more time with your particular homework assignments that you've got there. So that's it. We'll see you tomorrow.